Hi, Stav. Hi, Aldous. Hi, esteemed guest. I got a predicament. I recently started seeing someone. We've been seeing each other for about a month. It's a small town that I live in, small enough that like people kind of know people. It's an itty bitty town, but it's big enough that you can run into people kind of all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
Okay.
So the problem is this guy I've been seeing, we've been seeing each other for a month, and I just found out that he has a felony charge.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
And personally, it's a little bit hot that he has the charge.
Respect.
But also, the charge is deeply troubling.
It's deeply troubling. It's not white-collar crime.
It's so hot that he was poisoning old people in a nursing home. Allegedly.
Oh, my God. All right. Let's see what we got here, Eldis.
Deeply troubling. Like, the charge itself is not hot. So, I'm concerned. He seems to have just really have turned his life around in the last 3 to 4 years. And the charges are from about 3 years ago. And based on what he said, he was deeply unmedicated, deeply toxic, drinking, smoking. He's sober now, on medication, in therapy. So yeah, I'm about to talk to him this weekend. And so this weekend, huh? I just...
When was this call? When this call coming, Eldis?
Oh no, it
might be a month or two.
And this episode doesn't come out for another month.
Is
probably.
there a local news story out there about this from a Fox
They got
affiliate?
Serial season 5 about this bitch already, Eldis, you motherfucker.
This is evidence. You just played for us.
We're idiots.
The FBI is going to be listening to this call for the background noises to see. Oh my God, he was coming in through the window as she left the message on the podcast.
Okay.
Oh, brother, we really got to work on our screening around here.
Background checks from here on out.
Okay, though, but generally we have for someone in the future in a similar situation. Yeah, I mean, look, this is kind of a classic. Whatever you decide to do is fine scenario where it's we don't want to judge, you don't want to judge a person with a past, but also you're okay if you just don't feel comfortable. Certain people have different tolerances for what they think, in a romantic, this is a romantic relationship. This is not I'm not talking about hiring this person for an entry level job where it's illegal to discriminate. This is not right to, you're not, no one that you don't feel comfortable with for any reason, you don't have to be in a relationship with anyone you don't want to, I think is what it comes down to. But also, this is somebody who's been relatively upfront. I mean, in a month, could he have told you a little sooner? Maybe, but it's you just started seeing each other. You kind of want to see if there's even if you have any kind of chronic problem, whether it's a felony charge, maybe herpes, you know what I mean? I get herpes, you probably have to tell before you fuck, but you know what I'm saying? Whatever. If there's you want to get to know somebody first before you drop something crazy on them. And maybe he was a little late, but it doesn't sound like it's that late. And if he's told you hey, I feel this connection, here's what happened. I have, I've been in therapy, I've been medicated, I've been sober, and you think that works for you, great. If not, you're not a bad person for being that's cool, but this is a little bit of I don't, if you're I don't want to be in this relationship, it just makes me even a little uneasy enough to not be in a relationship. But ultimately, that's up to you, right?
Yeah.
It's not, but either way is fine. You don't need to be guilted into staying in a relationship you don't want to be. And you also don't have to just because something is on paper a deal breaker, if you feel like somebody's been upfront with you and it seems like they're a different person, you don't have to ruin what you think has potential. But that's up to you. I mean, we can't really fucking tell you which way to go with that.
Yeah. It seems to me like a safety thing. You go, this is deeply troubling.
Yeah, how deeply troubling? Yeah. I mean,
if he stole did he steal a ton of shit? And you're that's troubling. It's all right, he's probably fine.
Did he beat his girlfriend?
Right. So I think
if it's anything like that.
Oh,
What is it?
Okay,
This is
felony
just
examples.
the elders just put type felony examples,
They're not good.
and they start with murder, rape, robbery, but that doesn't have to be those. Those are the big ones.
Yeah.
But burglary, it could be drugs. Now,
We're hoping for drugs on this one. We're really hoping for
super
drugs.
Tax
open.
evasion even better.
Even
Tax
better.
evasion I would
Tax
count as a
evasion,
plus.
I had this, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Animal cruelty, that one we wouldn't be crazy
what
about.
kind of dog?
Cyber crimes, maybe he's good at computers. Maybe there's a future there.
Yeah.
But it really comes down to, like, for me personally, right? If it's not about me, like if it's not something where it's like domestic,
Right.
Yeah.
I
or like
think-
violent,
Yeah.
it's like I don't whatever. It's like people have done it. If it's drugs, I really don't give a
As
know-
well as the turning his life around. But yeah, it's a
Yes.
safe.
No, exactly.
Like-
if we're talking about you have 3 years, and also how old is this person?
True.
How young were they when they
True.
made their mistake? Like, what's the context that all this shit happened with? I think ultimately, if it's not something that is like it's violent to you, and you believe the context that it happened makes sense, and you believe that they've turned their life around.
I mean, I know people from like my past who have like done felonious things with drugs, and now you would never know
Dude.
that they were like
Oh
that at
yeah,
all.
I mean basically.
Yeah, I went to
Like-
Baltimore. I went to Baltimore City Public Schools. Like, I have friends who were like truly in gangs and like were shot and are like
we know people who have worn ankle
business
monitors
and are like,
and
Yeah.
for
they're
sure,
good people
but,
now.
and they were truly pieces of shit.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. Like but have families, are small business owners, are cops now, firefighters, like just shit like they have just kind of figured their shit out, and it's like, yeah, exactly, you would never be able to tell. But again, at the end of the day,
Yeah.
this is your personal life.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
This is not something, and and as a society, we should not be stopping people who've made mistakes
Of
from getting a
course.
second chance. You can't discriminate, but this is not like, again, this is not societal. This is like granular, your personal life. If you feel uncomfortable,
Can I add one more thing?
yeah.
You might want to get like a second opinion too, because sometimes when you're hearing from someone, they're going to tell you the best version of the story. Maybe
Yeah.
if this guy's dated someone that you know since it's a small town, or has a best friend,
Good point.
Yeah.
maybe you check in with them.
Yeah, do you have
go,
any- yes.
Is this like do you corroborate that this is kind of
Sure.
and they go, yeah, he's total. So
Hire a PI. That's kind
maybe
of cool.
hire a PI.
Yeah, get a file on him.
Yes.
Put spyware on his computer.
Yes. yes. Evade a little taxes.
Yeah.
Like
You
about
propose
safety.
to him to do some crime.
Yeah.
See if
See,
he takes
see how
the
he.
bait.
Yeah,
Test the waters.
exactly.
We
And-
have a ring. You come to the jujitsu.
Yeah. We'll figure it out. I think that So those are your options. I think.
Like Alyssa was saying about safety. First sign of trouble, maybe get out.
That's true.
You know, if
Yeah.
if there's a warning sign, if there's like a second cell phone or something like that, something weird, maybe call it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She also said she thinks it's hot. I feel like,
Right.
do you have a pattern
Dumb
of
bitch
going
alert.
for a certain kind of guy?
Dumb bitch alert.
This is a pain.
Yeah. We don't know. Look, if you're on the Patreon, I rescind my dumb bitch alert. But yeah,
Depends on what
it's already
tier.
again at this point something either horrible or beautiful has happened. Yeah.
Eldest, please fucking go through these a little earlier. Even when we're not recording, that doesn't mean you don't have to screen them anymore.